Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10, Newton again. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hey. Do some.
Now Newton on 1st down. That's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wright. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
That's it. 180.
Again, Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But it's a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. 180.
They run. This is Cohen. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock in, lock in. 180.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Olsen over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this,
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Hey.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Newton on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
That's it. 180. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. The quick slant caught. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On first down, it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set. 180.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Hey, we got 4. 20.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Set. 180. Hey.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 180.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. McKinney. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, You know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got four down. 58.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
18. Sit up. 180.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Miller on the catch over the middle. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 180.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st down, Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Leonard Floyd in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now at Soldier Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
Come on now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set. 180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ran, up. Right, 80. Up.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Set. Ready, 8.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
20.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Express. 180. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Lock in. Stop. 180. Stop.
Now Cohen. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Let's go, let's go. Sit up, 180!
Again, it's Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1.
Come on, gotta go,
Gut check time on both sides. Now Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Lock in, lock in. Sit up, 180!
This is Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go, let's go. Sit up, 180!
They try again with Cohen. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Let's go,
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, come on.
Trubisky to throw. Fights free at the 5. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Parkey's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Gun, gun. Express! Hey, hey.
He'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Hey.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You're set. 188.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going to happen.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit,
Let's go.
and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get him. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? Number 1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now let's go.
On second down, Collins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They run with Collins, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ty Montgomery, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Snickers, you got to spin.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches, nearly 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. But, yes, there was some late-season drama, was there not?
There was, and that has the Steelers, it sounds like, listening to trade offers in the offseason. Front office saying they're not going to release him, but, quote, all options are on the table, which is not something you normally hear with your number 1.
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Gone, 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 gone.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Detroit!
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to air one out. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Now it's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Blue 30.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
four. You got four. Double bump. Jack 16.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Steed's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Coming after you. Coming after you. Check your hot read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Set. Green 30.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try to run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Set, 3-19.
Stepping up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Snickers.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And all the way up to the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Set. Blue 30.
Now it's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Edwards got 4 down.